Hey, welcome back. Before jumping into creating a user story for the product idea that you're working on as part of this course, let me give you a bit more context on user story mapping as a technique itself. Every user story map starts with a story to tell. So either you're interviewing one of your customers and you're writing things down, or you have such an amazing understanding of your customers that you as a product owner tell the story yourself. All the other tools that we've used so far, be it the empathy map canvas, the value proposition canvas, help you get that level of understanding of your customers, and the product goal helps you get the imagination of what kind of a product or service you want to build. All of those things together end up in our user story map. Now let's talk about user story mapping as a technique itself. Every user story map starts with a backbone. Taking the previous example of the morning routine, you have going to the bathroom, eating some breakfast, and getting dressed as the key components of your backbone. If you have kids or pets, there might be one or two additional items in your backbone, but not many more. The vast majority of items ends up in the details or options that you add to the backbone. So if the backbone is on a horizontal layer, all of those details, etc., come in on a vertical layer. The horizontal and the vertical layer combined are your user story map. You can think of the backbone as the chapters of the book, and the details and options are basically the stories you tell in each of those chapters. Let me give you a concrete example of a product. Imagine a delivery service for restaurants, like Deliveroo, Delivery Hero, or whatever is out there. If you break it down, you ultimately end up with 3, maybe 4 items in the backbone. Number 1, selecting a restaurant. Number 2, selecting food. And number 3, checkout. Now let's go into the details, starting out with the first part of our backbone, selecting a restaurant. You might select a restaurant based on a list of restaurants. You might select it based on recommendations. You might select it after you've filtered based on a specific type of food, let's say sushi or Italian, that you want to eat. Looking at number 2, selecting food. You might select food, again, based on the menu of the restaurant that you have selected. Or you might select food based on the favorite foods that you have marked in the past, or based on previous orders. You see, there are a bunch of options, but they are all under the same umbrella, under the same item of our backbone, being selecting food. And finally, when you go into checkout, checkout initially could be takeaway, but it could also be delivery. And if you choose delivery, you of course have to submit the address where you want the food to be delivered. Maybe you have to select also some kind of payment options, be it Apple Pay, be it paying by credit card, by PayPal, whatever. With the backbone and the details, you have created in a very simple way not only the user story map for a delivery service, but also their initial product backlog. In our next video, I will give you a quick exercise about how you can create the user story map for your product. See you there.